Hi folks, Kate here with Fusion3 again. Welcome to our 6th video in our EDGE new user training series. Today we are talking about networking. And just to preface, this is going to be a very brief treatment of networking. Networking can get very complicated for those of you on larger corporate or university networks, so this is going to be a brief treatment. For more information, always dig into our support documentation. That's going to have more detailed diagnostic and troubleshooting information and some more information on working with larger networks. So, we designed EDGE to be used primarily over your local network versus standalone. EDGE hosts a web page on your network that is accessible to other devices on your network, such as computers, tablets, etc. This is not a managed 2D printer, so if your IT staff is involved, please do not let them try to configure it as a managed printer. It will not go well. EDGE does not phone home or try to access the internet without your explicit instructions to do so. We understand protecting IP and network security is very important for our customers, and EDGE is designed with that in mind. By default, EDGE is not accessible from the wider internet. This is more secure. There are ways to get remote access, but that's beyond the scope of this video. So let's talk about how to get your EDGE 3D printer on your network. Network information is on the settings screen. Now the machine I'm doing this on is a standard variant, so we have a LAN entry and a Wi-Fi entry. If you have a secure variant, you will only see the LAN entry. LAN networks are fairly straightforward most of the time. You simply connect the cable and let it figure out its own network settings. Almost all LANs have DHCP enabled, and the printer will automatically acquire an IP address. Wi-Fi networks can be more complicated. So I already have this printer on a Wi-Fi network, so you see a Wi-Fi entry with a valid IP address. But if you're starting from scratch, the first thing you're going to do is click Add Wi-Fi. You're going to type in your SSID here, which is the network name. You're also going to type in your password. Now, important note, EDGE will not work on Wi-Fi networks without passwords. It must be at least an 8-character password in order for EDGE to consider the network valid. So for instance, let's just type in here, and you can do that if you need to. Click Add. Now after you've added your Wi-Fi information, it may take a couple of minutes for the printer to fully get configured on that network. You may have to reboot the printer or power cycle the printer to get it to connect fully. You know it's connected when you see an actual IP address here and a configured IP address here, and that they are the same number. This means the connection was successful. If you put in the network information incorrectly, it will fail fairly silently, so you won't get a notification saying, hey, your stuff's wrong. It just will not connect. In that case, you'll go to forget Wi-Fi. You'll click on the network you want to forget, and you'll click yes. And that'll delete the network information, and you can try again. To connect to EDGE over your network, you're going to do a few things. First, you're going to get this IP address from the settings screen. So 192.168.1.149. You're going to remember this number, and you're going to go to your computer. At your computer, you're going to type in that IP address. Now, I've already got this one memorized, 192.168.1.149. You're going to press Enter. And you're typing that in your browser's address bar, by the way. And then your computer will connect to it. So this is the network interface version of what you see on the LCD. As you can see, it's very similar in layout. We have a few more things, like you've got an extrusion factor slider here that doesn't fit on the LCD, so you've got that option. But fundamentally, this is pretty much the same interface as you have on the printer itself. From here, you can do all the things you need to do. You can click Start Print to upload a print. You can look at your console history. You can view your information. You can look at your maintenance items, etc., etc.